Well, apparently EA strikes again by shutting down a new studio, which is Visceral Games, the studio behind the Dead Space series and Battlefield Hardline. So this is just a video to give you my thoughts on the subject. So yeah, so EA is kind of known in the circle of the game to shutting down studios and things who don't bring them enough money. It's not an official statement, it's what I think, what I say. Who don't consent to their policy on making games, who studios who released games who were failures. And yeah, an example for that is Pandemic Studios, who made the first two, the original Battlefront games, and yeah. So EA's CEO Patrick Sutherland, our great friend of gamer, released a statement about Visceral game and about the current state of the Star Wars game they're wanted to release, directed by the former Uncharted director Amy Hennig. So it's kind of sad, So here's the statement. In its current form, it was shaping up to be a story-based linear adventure game. Through the development process, we have been testing the game concept with players, listening to the feedback about what and how they want to play, and closely tracking fundamental shifts in the marketplace. It has become clear that to deliver an experience that players will want to come back to and enjoy for a long time to come, we needed to pivot the design. Then he added, Visceral will be ramping down and closing, and that we are in midst of shifting as many of the theme and as possible to other projects and teams at EA. Lastly, he said, while we had originally expected this game to launch late in our fiscal year 2019, we're now looking at a new time frame that we will announce in the future. So what I got from that is Visceral wanted to make a single only experience for the game, and making only a single player experience, putting all the resources on this. But apparently EA wasn't kind of a fan of that. I think they wanted a multiplayer experience, or even with the loot crate and microtransaction incorporated things here. That's a thing why Dead Space 3 was such a failure and something like that. And I think someone at Visceral stepped up and said no, and EA stepped up too and shut down this studio. So Visceral had in their past some failures. They had Dead Space 2 was not that Dead Space 3 was not that of a success. Battlefield Hardline hardly was, and now this, and I think that's what was the final nail in the coffin for Visceral, for EA. So they're just shutting them down, which is such a sad truth for EA, making this kind of things. I mean, I was scared that EA would shut down BioWare after the Andromeda fiasco. I was really scared, but I think they have another chance with new Anthem game, and we'll see how this will work out. But yeah, EA is well known to buy studios and then shutting them down if they don't appeal to the policy of EA, which again is sad and sucks for this industry. You know, you are a small independent studio. You know, you're searching for publisher. EA buys you. You have one great game who is a great success, and then the next game is a failure, and EA shuts you down instead of giving you a chance. I don't know how to say that, because this is such a sad truth for the industry, you know, and it's scary, you know, with the Loot Crate fiasco, who people are now stepping up, who say no, we don't run this, but the studios aren't listening. Nobody's listening at them. They still think, you know, money. We give them money, so they don't care. So it's our responsibility to make them know that this isn't right. You know, even if this is a big industry and we can't really, but we are the consumer. We are the people who give them money, even if the Loot Crate thingy don't appeal to us, or even if we are not kind of happy that they shut down studios for this kind of reasons, which again is not fair at all. We need to step up. We need to stop buy things from EA. I know, but it's like that. It's to show them that we are not the mindless sheep that they think we are. You know, that we that our voice can be higher than just the wallet. Show them that we have other resources and something like that. That we, yeah. So people, I know people will say, we don't care. Yes, then you will buy Battlefield, FIFA, give them money for, why even FIFA? FIFA is the same thing every year, now just the story mode, and then there they have another thing incorporated that the mindless people just buy it. And ignore just the truth behind EA and their bad thing they're doing. I mean, it's sad, really. So I don't know. I probably have not enough room for that, or how do I say it? Enough viewer people who make this kind of big. But I wanted to start a hashtag boycott EA. I don't know, probably enough people would see it, probably not enough, but yeah, we'll see. There's also an official email a site named Kotaku obtained from Sutherland, so officially, unofficially. So I read it. A development team from across worldwide studios will take over development of Ragtag, who is the unofficial code title for the Star Wars game, led by the EA Vancouver team that has already been working on the project. Steve Anthony will lead this team, and we will use much of the work that has been done to date by Visceral. The assets of Ragtag that have already been built will be the foundation of this new game. So again, it's probably not be this single player experience that Amy Hennig imagined. It'll probably be another game, but with the assets, with the codes and everything that Visceral has right now, which again is another knife in the heart there for the Visceral studio. I mean, if they want to go that road, just build the game up from the ground, and don't use this thing that people probably made from their heart, you know. And now they're making probably an abomination multiplayer out of it, or I don't know. I hope not. This again is sad. Like I said, people need to stood up for them, to show that EA can't go on like that anymore. That we are not the people, the spineless, the cheap, the brainless people who will just buy the game without saying any word. They are people who say every time EA does something like that, every publisher does things like that, who hire their voice, but in the end they still buy the game. And like I said, boycott EA. Show them. So last, I wanna direct you to another YouTuber who made more an in-depth video on this, more detailed than me. I would just wanted to give my thoughts on it. Who is Heyy, who makes really great videos. So link in the description, guys. And yeah, go see it for more, and subscribe to his channel for other videos. Guys, write in the comment what you think about this subject. What you think we can do to ensure that that publisher don't have really, you know, I know there are publisher who needs to shut down studios for money reasons and something like that, but here EA is in fairness and just shut it down because the Visceral stood up and didn't want a game that EA wanted with loot crate multiplayer and they wanted just a single player experience. Like I said, write in a comment what you think about this. Just type it down, and what do you think about this video. Guys, that was it for me. Until next time, Revan out.